What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Peacock's new movie, They/Them. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, ring that bell, so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. Let's rock this. First of all, let me just say that I'm a huge fan of Oscar-nominated screenwriter John Logan. I mean, come on, Gladiator, The Aviator, Hugo, Sweeney Todd. Whether it be original or adaptation, John Logan has a way with dialogues and stories that just captivate you. Now, John Logan in real life is a gay man, so I suspect that him coming up with this pronoun-based film, They/Them, is probably something that he had been thinking over for quite some time. Call it labor of love, passion project, what have you, but it's clearly a film that he wants to put out there since it's something that he can closely identify with, being that he's part of the LGBTQ community. But the question that you want to know the answer to is, do I like this movie, They/Them? Surprisingly, yeah, I do. But it will not be everybody's cup of tea, I tell you that much. They/Them is thought-provoking and cathartic. Kevin Bacon is so in his element here. This is quite possibly his best work in years. And although Kevin here is creepier and scarier than the movie itself, but John Logan had crafted a visually unsettling LGBTQ intrigue in which its emotional power stems from the character's solidarity. I'll explain more, so stick around after the synopsis. Written, produced, and directed by John Logan, in They/Them, Kevin Bacon plays Owen Whistler in this slasher horror film set at an LGBTQIA+ conversion camp. Several queer and trans campers join Whistler for a week of programming intended to help them find a new sense of freedom. As the camp's methods become increasingly more uneasy and disturbing, the campers must work together to protect themselves. When a mysterious killer starts claiming victims, things get even more dangerous. Addressing the LGBTQ issues in slasher format turns out to be a bold move that pays off. You see, unlike other slashers in general, where it's mostly killing just for the sake of killing, the kills or the death scenes in They/Them have a purpose. They're like an extension of what happens when we give in to our rage instead of taking the high road. I don't want to spoil too much, of course, but John Logan treats the horror aspect of this film like a consequence rather than a gimmick. Of course, the cabin in the woods setting is typical for this genre, but John Logan's haunting direction makes They/Them revel in the discomfort. To be fair, this film is more of a psychological thriller, with Carrie Preston's and Kevin Bacon's characters keep messing with the camper's head. As I implied earlier, yes, there's a mass killer on the loose, but it's the camp counselors that are far more chilling and far more terrifying. The gay conversion camp itself is like the circle of hell, and their methods, which are probably based on methods from actual gay conversion, will evoke anger and sadness and, to a certain extent, fear. As for the actors who play the campers, they are all new faces, but my god, their performances are outstanding. Especially Theo Germain. I mean, watch out for that one, because Theo's gonna go places. There are several scenes of the campers having each other's backs, supporting one another, singing and dancing together, assuring and validating each other. This is what they mean when they market this movie as some sort of a LGBTQ empowerment journey. And I tell ya, it's brutally honest and highly effective. Yes, this is one of those dramas that has big speeches. You know, you can do it speeches. You are awesome just the way you are speeches. But hey, it works, it lands, it hits the target, every last one of them. So overall, in conclusion, not a lot of people are gonna like They/Them, especially those who are easily triggered by wokeness and pronouns. But this movie successfully puts a profound and fascinating spin on a genre that usually favors style over substance. And so I find that undeniably refreshing.